Hi guys, so we're back for another episode of Ask Physio Iron Live. We're actually out on a Friday night, which is very unusual for us. And we are at the racetrack. Can I turn this around on a live stream? Hey, so we're out at the dogs. Gambling, and we shouldn't be. They're parading them around the ring. It's a different Physio Iron Live for you. It's a half gathering. My dad is down this weekend from Donegal, and Aoife, they're upstairs watching. So we said we'd come down to the racetrack because Aoife doesn't live far away. Put on a few bets for the evening. So far we've lost €4.
Yeah,
no winners so far. But we have a bet on this race. It's going to be starting in a few minutes. So we'll hopefully give you some advice on something, and then we'll cut to the race.
Number 6 is a sure winner.
I'm on number 3. Anybody got any advice on us on dogs? We'll take it. We're still waiting for it to come up. We've had a few questions through, but if you do have any questions for us, we'll do our best to answer them. We have a few to start with, so we'll get started on that. But Ollie's getting it up here on his phone, and you can even just private message and open it in the app. It'll come up on private message. Yeah. So if you have any questions for us, do private message us, and we'll do our best to answer them. So,
what's the first one?
The first one is...
You had it up.
Oh yeah, the first one was about exercises for tightness across the chest. So somebody is feeling a pec muscle tightness on the front of their chest. Sorry, tilting. What exercises can they do? So this is a common one that we get for a few different reasons. So if somebody, sorry about the loudspeaker, hopefully you can hear us okay. Give us a thumbs up if you can hear us okay. So people who work at their desks a lot, who are computer based for a lot, or on their phone a lot, can get tightness in the front of their chest. Also patients who come in after having shoulder surgery, or maybe they've had surgery for breast cancer, they get a lot of tightness around the front of the chest. Otherwise it can be sports related, so rowers come in with a lot of chest tightness as well. So this person asked us what stretches they can do for the muscles on the front of their chest. So all I here is going to demonstrate, and I'll try and record it as best I can. I'll flip around the corner. So these are a few of our favourite exercises to stretch out the pec muscles. Ready, Ollie?
Yep.
Okay. So first one is...
Place the hand in against the wall. Now you can start fingers facing up the way, and then you can start to turn and look away, and you're keeping the arm relatively straight and pushing forward. Or if you want to get more of a stretch, turn the fingers a little bit that way, and you're really then coming right into it and feeling that right up along the side of the chest here. Now you can do this on both sides obviously, but you can also get into the corner of a room. There's not too much of a corner there, so if you had your hands here in the corner of the room or in the doorway, all you're doing then is leaning, so your feet are back a little bit, keeping your back straight, you're leaning forward until you start to feel that pull and stretch right across here. You can vary the stretch as to where you want to feel it in the chest. So the higher your hands up, you'll feel it a little bit higher in the chest. The lower your hands, the lower across the chest you'll feel it. So you might want to vary it in the positions of your hand to try and vary the stretch. And it's the same again with doing the single arm, going up high or going down low to get, again, the lower fibers of that pectoralis major. Good.
How long and how many of them would you do?
So I would hold for a good 5 to 10 seconds.
Really?
Right? Yeah. You don't want to. I wouldn't hold it for longer than that. I don't think, because it is a sore enough stretch. So about 10 seconds, and I would do about 3 to 5 repetitions depending on how stiff and how tight you are. So if you're doing any kind of upper body activity such as you bench pressing in the gym, whatever, it's always good to do a bit of stretching then afterwards to try and loosen those muscles out. Or if you've a quite a manual job, you're using your arms to do some stretching then after.
Any other chest stretches for us? Did you do it in any other position?
That I can demonstrate here? No, I don't think so. Is there anything that you would do?
Sometimes patients like when you put
behind the hands.
Yeah, that's a really handy one at your desk, where you use your hands behind, and what you're trying to do here is get your hands, in this case, back to the wall as close as possible, and stick the chest out forward as much as possible. So if you're at your desk, this is a good one to do regularly, and even exactly like that, rolling the shoulders back, open up that chest wall. I'll flip this around. Oh, loudspeaker's going again. So I think for those that are at their desk that are getting tightness in the front, it's really a case of moving regularly. So I know we've said this before, but not just stretching, but actually getting out of that position and moving regularly. Our dogs are coming over here. So if you've just tuned in, we're it's really loud.
No, he's not going yet.
No, he's not, no. So if you've just tuned in, we're actually out on a Friday night for a change. Our Ask Physio Live is live from the Connacht Rugby Stadium in Galway. And the race is live right now. I'm going to show you. What number are you?
6. I don't know what number are you. 3?
6 and 3. Oh, we were nowhere near it.
Back of the field.
Back of the field, last and second last. Darn it.
2 races down now.
That's €8 we've lost now.
Clearly can't pick a winger.
Big gamblers. Okay, so second question we had in was about what exercises you can do to help your drop foot. Now this person sent their message in and there wasn't that much detail, so if you are listening, if you could let us know exactly the circumstances of it, because drop foot happens for a few different reasons. It is usually related to nerve changes either in the leg or in the back, where the muscles that lift up the foot lose their power over time. So the first thing that we do with these patients, and again I'll flip this around, maybe Ollie can show us them. So we'll talk about drop foot. We're usually talking our drop foot. Come out of that light, see there, it's really hard to see. So it's just tapping the foot to begin with.
Then what would you do? What would you do then?
Then I would get them to, once they've got some sort of control in that position, normally they can hold the foot up, but if we put any pressure on, they can't hold it up against resistance. So I would then get them to lift and hold and get them to count and then slowly lower it down. So you would start with tapping where they're not holding, they're just trying to get the foot moving, then lift it up and hold. 3, 2, 1, relax it down. Then I would start with some resistance, So in clinic, we would give out some TheraBand.
Or some ankle weights.
Marie saying go with Fred. What number was Fred?
Farani Fred. 5.
Farani Fred, number 5. You can use some ankle weights on there or some resistance band, where you then wrap the band around the ankle and you're pulling up against the resistance of the band. The other thing that we would do with these patients with drop foot is we do get them to stretch their hip flexor, because their hip flexor gets tight. Ollie, do you have an exercise for that?
Go down.
Sorry about the noise.
Stretch right here. So you take it away through here. Knees coming down on the ground. And you can even start.
So that's your hip flexor. We should have went inside. It's too loud out here. Let's flip this around. It's very loud
You're
out here.
sideways now, aren't you?
Oh,
Yeah, flip it back sideways.
sorry. That's my hand. So what we covered there was the stretches for the front of the chest, and then what exercises we would give for drop foot in a very loud
Not ideal situation.
Greyhound Stadium. No, but we put it up, so we wanted to get it done. We didn't think we'd be out earlier on, and then when Dad landed down, we said we would get out for a few hours, which is
Keen
nice.
for the dogs. Loves
Yep.
dogs. That man.
So he's upstairs having a whiskey and having a few bets. This is not good advertisement. We're advertising drinking and gambling. Whoops.
But it's
Not
not
very often. No. We never talked about our Physio Hour news this week.
We've loads of physio news.
Mm-hmm.
Do we? What is it?
Well, we opened a brand new clinic.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we did.
We couldn't tell you last week because we hadn't
signed anything or
it was all sort of very much close, but we hadn't actually told Kelly and Kat and Eliane and Rachel, so we didn't want to say it publicly until we'd filled them in. But we do have our brand new clinic in Killybegs, so the contact number for appointment is the same, and we're delighted. We were finding that there was patients in Killybegs that maybe didn't drive, or patients who would get the bus in from Teelan that did the loop through Killybegs, and they were finding it hard to get down to see us in our Drower Donegal town. So we're absolutely delighted to be able to have the service up there.
I think so. So at the minute
Yeah.
we're doing a one-day clinic up
Yeah.
there. So we're gonna see how it goes, and hopefully if if
the demand is there, we'll
then
build it up. Yeah.
Expand the
So
service as required. So
Yeah.
fingers crossed, all
Yeah.
goes well.
And people have been asking me about Pilates up there, and just get in touch if you would like to do Pilates in Killybegs. We have not planned anything so far because we're concentrating really on getting the clinic up and running there. But let us know if there's demand. It's wobbling Ollie. Sorry, he's taking it off me. My hand's
You're
getting
blocking the
tired.
microphone.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, so that was really, really exciting news, and we're just delighted to be able to make it accessible to as many people in the rural parts of Donegal as we can. Any other news this week? We do actually have one other piece of news which I need to put up a post about. We also now are providing home... What are you talking about?
Nothing. If you ask me, do I have any news? I'm clearly like forgetting all the news and then not giving you any news.
We are...
New service.
New service, yes. We are now providing
Well-
home visits. Now, we were doing some of them in the past, but we weren't shouting about it very loudly because we just didn't have the time. Whereas now with the team that we have in place, and we are very lucky to have a great team, we are now providing a home visit service. The price will depend on how far you are away from the clinics, but we are now, if you have anybody that you know that can't get into us for whatever reason, or maybe they've just had surgery and in those first few weeks they don't want to leave the house, your physio can come to you at home. Alright, so just get in touch and we'll give you the details. We've kind of zoned it, so they're sort of zone 1, 2 and 3 depending on
just
how close you are.
Purely based on kind of appointment slots
Yeah.
and how long it takes us to get to you.
To get to you and then get back to the clinic.
and get back to the clinic.
But it's
So-
exciting. It's exciting to be able to offer that service. And as I said, we've done a few of them before where people have requested it, but now we're advertising it as a full-on service that we can provide. So anybody out there that needs home visits, Physio Erin can help. So that's 2 big pieces of news.
Good.
Last little bit as well is we just rejigged all our Pilates classes this week and freed up any spaces, and I've posted them all on our Facebook page. There is spaces now across all the clinics. The evening classes are still really full, I'm sorry, we're getting there, but if you can attend at late notice, just let me know and I'll put you on the cancellation list. But there is spaces now in the morning classes, so now that the weather is not as great as it is during the summer and the evenings are a little bit shorter, if you do want to join us for our 7 weeks before Christmas, just let me know. Whew, it's a lot of news in 1 week. And we have our physio in Galway. We can now officially say her name is Katie Merrick, who's starting with us on Monday week. So she's all signed up and we are very excited about that, and there'll be loads more details about her coming
Loads
on
more
Monday
pictures too,
Yep.
and videos, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yeah. So that's it.
All right.
I don't know how helpful that was because it was so loud, but anyway, you've seen hopefully the exercises for the pec stretches against the wall is our absolute favourite for chest tightness, and then the drop foot ideas as well. The only other thing we will say about drop foot is make sure you have a clear diagnosis as to why that drop foot is happening, because it's not normal for someone's foot to drop like that. So if you're getting weakness in your foot, you need to get that checked out by your GP first and foremost. But if you've been diagnosed with foot drop maybe post-stroke or after having back
Diabetic
surgery or
neuropathy.
diabetic neuropathy, then those are the exercises to start with: tapping, then lift up and hold, and then add resistance. So hopefully that was helpful to those people that asked those questions. If there's any other questions you have, please just drop us a message, and we will do our very best to answer them.
Good. Stay tuned, and we'll let you know who won. What was it, Franny?
I think we're going for
Fred or
number 3. We're gonna go with Deborah's number 3 because
Liz Nadine Lyon
No.
or Franny.
What time is it at?
Fred. It's on in a few minutes. What we'll do is we'll post it up and we'll let you know.
What time is it now?
I have no idea.
We have no signs of the dogs for the
There's
next
no-
race, so we're not gonna
Not
hang
gonna-
on there when there's nothing to do. But we'll give you one more look around. This place is really cool. There's like a Dadany for up here, so there's like a glass area to watch, and then the track, which is pretty nice. So fun way to pass a few hours here in Galway with the family.
It smells amazing now.
It does. Although we had a horrible pasta bake, I burned the pasta.
I'm gonna go in and
Whoops. Anyway,
Get
we're
some
off.
burgers.
Have a great weekend,
Right.
guys. Hope you
Enjoy.
find that helpful. Thanks for watching. Bye.